Hello, hello everyone. How we doing? Streaming this week though has gone out of the window. Oh no, what happened, Jinx? How are you, Jinx? And of course we have B. Of course we have. What else could it mean? Christian, hi! Fourth, which is better than my team is doing at the moment. What is your team doing? Just claim Greek gods. They have the power. Job done. They have the power. Ultimate power. It's so great to see you all. I've really missed you this week, but it has been such a busy week for me. Sucking mostly. I mean, some people make a living doing that. Bring the TV into the room. Let me just get my pen working and try to get my pen a-flowing. There is something stuck in my pen. What is that? Sucking mostly. Sucking mostly. It's so good to see you all. I'm so tired. I will explain what's happening in this stream momentarily. Let's let everyone get in and say hello first. Timing and work, leaving my spirit winning, but the rest of me overheated and needed a good neck and back crack. Hell yeah, Jinx! Did you go to the chiropractor? Did you go to the gyro? Did he fold you in half 12 times and then reassemble you? I feel like that's what I need. Not yet, I need money! That's so valid, I need money! Alright, let me switch on over here. I'm gonna be running things fairly slow today. Because I am so unbelievably tired. And as you can see in the little doojabadoo, we're just doing 3 sprints today. It's just gonna be a little bit of a kiki and a catch up and a little check-in. But only 3 sprints today. That's all I have the energy for. I've had so many medical things this week. Don't we need all of that? We need all the money! We really do need all the money. I need some money for the new setup. No kidding, for real. It's so good to see you all. It's so lovely to see you all here. Alright, so we're working on the prompt of airlock. I'm gonna finish proofreading Fables Volume 2, and then I can get on with some of the airlock story. But I'm actually gonna do this first, because I want to get Fables Volume 2 designed and available for pre-order at the end of this month, because I would like the proceeds from that book to go towards the new streaming setup. That would make me very happy. Money, money, money! Makes the world go round, unfortunately. Would be nice if it didn't. Hey, Jinx, thank you for streaking. I appreciate the view, but also thank you for the 3 stream streak. That is such nice support. Oh my god. That's what today's going to be full of. Just a lot of yawning. A lot of yawning, a lot of eating stroop waffles. Do you know what's happened? My tongue on the left side has gone numb and can't taste anything. Now, why has that happened? Just to ruin my day? Is that what's going on? Sick of my body, honestly. Sick and tired of being tired and sick. No, not Discord. I want the fan software. It's called Dragon. I yawn a bit like a foghorn, if you hadn't noticed. Alright, I think we're set up and ready to go. Is everyone ready to start some sprints? Or do we have any more news? Any more news from this week from anyone? Think of the Pokemon cards and the bonus ones you'll get Saturday. I will cry. And then I may fall asleep on your sofa, Jinx, because it's really comfy. I'm getting a lift with Bestie and the boyfriend, and I believe it's that the boyfriend is driving. So if I throw up in his car, I throw up in his car. Get out of here, you! Get freaking... I'm too... Thank you. Thank you, Jinx. I'm too slow for panning today. I was squinting at the screen like, who is that? News? I don't know. I farted and now it smells funny. I think that that is completely normal, Christian. If it smells particularly bad, please go see a doctor. So that's you and Bessie both crying. Got it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's the gist. That's what's going to happen. And I accept it. I accept this. This is what's going to happen. I'm so tired. Do you know what's happening this weekend as well? So I had the appointment Monday. I did a lot of household tasks on the Tuesday. On the Wednesday, I had my heart scan, which, by the way, was a lot more invasive than I thought it was going to be. There was a lot of boob touching. I wasn't sure about it. And then Thursday, which is today, I had my mental health appointment assessment, which was wild and a little bit upsetting. And then I had a routine blood test, but still, I had to go get that done. And then, this Saturday, we're setting up for my brother, who wants to have a barbecue for his 30th birthday, because he's an old, decrepit man. Christian! No! Don't become a bot, Christian! Stay with me! Boob touching? There was a lot of boob touching. I had to hold my own boob out of the way. It was so weird. Boop! How you doing, Lady Magora? Anyway, this Saturday we're prepping for this barbecue, which 40 family members are attending. 40. Said yet 40. 40. I thought it was going to be a nice barbecue with maybe 10. No, 40. And so I'm prepping for that on Saturday. And then on Sunday, the barbecue is happening. So next Monday, I'm probably going to sleep play Minecraft. That's probably what's going to happen. Better than the last few days. Oh, Lady Megora, has been a rough time. I'm sorry to hear that. I've had so much going on and I'm so tired. So forgive me if I'm a little bit out of it at the moment. I may, after eating and just after stream, I may just go to bed. Barbecue combers are nice. We're picking up a lot of food, so we're making sure that everyone can have, like, one of each thing. And so we're picking up a bunch of food, and it's just a lot. 40 people. So if everyone wants to be fed at the same time, then there needs to be 40 burgers, 40 sausages, 40 whatever chicken is happening, herb chicken, all ready at the same time, which is 120 items. How many items can you fit on a medium-sized barbecue at the same time? Oh, Lady Magora, I'm so sorry. That's really, really awful. Were you just having a very bad mental day? I wouldn't mind 40 chickens. And there's no oven here, because the kitchen, well, it's supposed to be being remodeled. It was going to be remodeled before Christmas, but here we are. And it's it's this insane sort of thing where it's just like we've invited way more people than we can handle. And so a lot of that is going to be difficult over the weekend. But you know, I'm going to go hide at Jinx's. I might even be able to make the bus journey to you, Jinx, soon. We're working on my general level of nausea and travel sickness, and I'm doing pretty well. On first break, hey Tay, thank you for spending your valuable break with us. I appreciate that. Ooh, right, Jinx? Right? Might be able to bus to you soon. I'll have to do some, like, practice buses. I know the bus route very well. Tay Tay! Tay Tay! My favourite Tay. The best Tay of the bunch. Best Tay I ever did Tay. I'm so tired. Look at you guys. How are you, Tay? Best Tay or tit Tays? No, for real! My cardio guy seemed to think that. He was very nice. He was recovering me up, which was nice. But I was strapped up to so many wires, it was just a bit like, there wasn't much point bothering. Just add the boobs out. Whatever will you do? Exactly, Jinx, that's what I'm thinking. I was going to, because I was hoping, Jinx, that I was going to spend a bit more of the weekend with you and a bit more of the early week with you, but this barbecue's gotten in the way now. And so, I don't know. I'll have a think about what I can manage, but it'd be cool to come over and spend the whole day with you. Oh lord, not another message in the barbecue chat. Oh, we're up to 42. Yep, there's another 2. It's nice to have a big family, but at the same time, Jesus Christ. Does nobody have anything going on at their bank holiday weekend? I'm a bit of an ambivert. Like, I like to see people, but not in big groups. Like, if there was a nice group of 10, brilliant. 42, a little bit different. I've experienced a few in my time, in my day. Thank you, Jinx, I appreciate that. I'm afraid if I stay there, I'll just stay there forever. We should probably get on with sprinting before I fall asleep. I can and will fall asleep. I sippy. I'm very sippy. She's a sippy gal. She's a very sippy gal. I mean, what? Nothing? Shut up. I don't know what you mean. What is it? What are you even talking about? Jinx. Alright. Let's start our sprints. Like I said, we're doing 3 sprints today, so just a nice little short session. I will be muted when the sprints happen, but I will be active in text chat. You might also see me just sneak a stroopwafel because I'm hungry. I ate the biggest croissant today. It was so good, but it's made me feel so ill. I'm fighting for my life today. But yeah, we will head on into a sprint, the first of 3, and then I'll see you on the other side. Good luck, everyone, with whatever you are doing today. Let's go!
I believe it's a library.
Good girl.
Alright, that is our first sprint done. It's going to feel very strange to do only 3 sprints today, indeed. But it's what I have energy for. Hey Pale, how you doing? It's lovely to see you. It is really warm. It's going to be 30 degrees over the weekend. There are 42 people coming to this house over the weekend for a barbecue. It's going to be 30 degrees. There's going to be a lot of children. I am not going to be okay this Sunday. Why does my brother have to turn 30 anyway? It's really selfish of him. What was I looking for? I was looking for something. My mind, probably. How dare he? Honestly, how dare he? How dare he turn 30 and celebrate it? What's wrong with him? Pale! No way! I'm gonna be at Jinx's place on Saturday. We're gonna have a meeting of... It's gonna be the first time I've met Bestie's boyfriend. And I will be giving him the shovel talk. That's a lot of folks. It's a lot of folks. It's a lot of sticky children, you know? When it's like hot and then there's gonna be like juice and lollies and they're just gonna come at me and just stick to me. I think that I'm gonna be... I think I will have a child one day. And I think that I'm gonna be one of those mothers who hates everyone's children apart from her own. I think that's gonna be the gist of me. Because I hate it. They need their own quarantine zone. The Oxford car park, so I'm hell yeah, Pale! You mean like me? No, Jerry, not like you. Well, actually, no, you mean, I thought you meant you were comparing yourself to the children, as in you need your own quarantine zone. No, you don't. But you mean like, you're bothered by everyone else's kids apart from your own. Yes, that's gonna be me. You mean me. High five! Jeff. I hate other kids, right? It's not their fault. It's their first time living, but they're so gross and it's gonna be so hot. 42 people. And it's a medium-sized council house. So it's one bathroom and 3 bedrooms, and it's decent, but it's not 42 people decent, I don't think. Small garden. Maybe on Monday it said, "Oh, Pale, you gotta borrow the car to get over here." It's alright, I'll ambush you. Or I'll regular bush you. It's just gonna be, I just know it's gonna be like, because I'm gonna be helping set up and there's gonna be there's gonna be 2 barbecues running because we don't have an oven, and it's gonna be hot, and it's gonna be crowded, and it's gonna be just, oh, I'm gonna be sweating. I might just wear my short shorts because that might keep the kids away as well because I've got really hairy legs. Oh, I'm so tired. Good news though that the reduced kbps and the reduced kbps and something else is helping streams run. We're running streams, it's good. It's gonna be the new Palemobile! Hey! Good job, Pale. Unless you're stealing it, in which case, bad job. Go give it back. To the Palemobile! Ha! Diggity dog! We're still gonna have Batman week. Though I suppose I can't play any games on this laptop, so we might have to wait on Batman week. Make it a Batman month. To the Palemobile! Exactly. Exactly, Christian. Because we had to call the cops on so many times for shit, and now he has an evaluation at school and went from he regulates himself 80% of the time. He throws a tantrum, bites, spits 80% of the time. You think that the company is having a bad effect on him? Oh, that's awful, Jerry. I'm so sorry. Car on Sunday, so I'm getting the old one. Nice, Pale. Newt's in short shorts. I'm not sure I can handle the hotness or the furriness. I hate it. Kids are ugh, and so are the parents. There's certain type of parent that's very, like, I think that the internet calls them wet flannel parents in the UK, where they're just very, like, they're like, I just let my kid do his own thing and figure it out, and you're like, your kid is strangling mine. Can you parent, please? Oh, I really have to spend every day with at least someone. I'm so bad at doing things on my own. Don't worry, Magora, we got you. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out what your schedule is and then where you'd like to go with different people. They'll be like, I'm Pale Man, wifey! Oh, it's good to see you all. Exactly, Pale, exactly. It winds my cousin up. My cousin has a child with autism, and she feels like it's, and she's right, she feels like it's a privilege for parents to say, I just let my kid do their own thing. That is a privilege, because their kid is not a danger to themselves or others. But what it does cause is bad behaviour and a bad environment for her kid. And it's just like, can we parent, please? Blocked away from home? Oh, Jerry, that's terrible. In the road? I mean, they'd learn their lesson, but they'd only learn it once. Exactly. For man, it was energy draining too. That's how I'm anticipating this Sunday's gonna be. I'm gonna be very tired. It's a 2 PM barbecue, so I expect... Oh, actually, it's bank holiday though, isn't it? It's a bank holiday and it's a large Irish family. I mean, what's gonna happen? Of course it's gonna end up with a bunch of people. Oh no. At what point is it socially acceptable to just go up to my room and have a sleep? You know? At what point have I put in enough FaceTime with the family to just say peace? Got permission from that. You got permission? Yeah, bullshit. No idea she was even the mum until that day with the cops. That's wild. The little girl got into a car with my cousin. Oh my god, like no stranger danger at all. That's terrible. There's no parenting. Kids drain energy after half an hour. Well, I want to grab my food. I want to intercept the eats and pile my plate high and then come upstairs and eat it in a quiet little corner like a hamster. That's what makes me an ambivert, because I like to say hi to everyone, but I also like to say bye to everyone. I just want to have a quiet little corner with my little, whatever I'm going to have, little chicken, kebab, whatever, and then just nibble on it in silence and have a complete reset. And then I can go downstairs and play with the kids. But, like, I just need that moment. In the corner like a little gremlin. I hiss at any of the kids if they get too close, just... We can't believe that 42 people said yes. Because we've only got seating for half of them. Everyone's got half a seat. Everyone's got half a seat and half a bottle of beer. That's what we've catered for. And we're like, oh god, they're all saying yes. It's towards kids as well. No, for real, it's valid. Youngest being 15, the oldest being 15 and the youngest being 2 months. Oh my god. Are they religious, Jerry? There's not even that much people in my family. Well, we have a large Irish family on one side and we have a less large Irish family on the other side, but they've all started having babies now, which is very selfish of them. All my cousins have started to have babies. 2 seems to be the magic number. So all of my cousins, of which there are quite a few, now have 2 babies attached to them. And there's so many babies. And they think because I'm a lady that they can just give me the baby and I'm gonna know what to do, and I hold it like at an arm's length and just sort of scowl at it. I don't know what to do. I'm not a mum. Cool team. I have to go to work. Not sure how long I'm gonna be. I have considered walking down the road and just sitting on the street for a bit because it's gonna be really loud. Nice to see you. See you next time. See you later. Don't even know 42 people. You're forced to know 42 people in my family. Running around in other parts of the town. That's wild, Jerry. Are they also expecting the older kids to take care of the younger kids? I've been known to crop dust annoying kids. You've been known to crop dust my exes as well, Jinx. Walking in the road like 3 weeks ago. Do they care if they get hit? How about no? Hold it by its feet and see how quickly that stops. Hold it like a fish. Not religious. Oh, my first thought was religion. They just masochists, I guess. Being an aunt and being a mum are 2 different things. Exactly. I'm happy to interact with the kids. I'm happy to tell them a story. I'm happy to sit with them and watch a movie with them. But then when it comes to like setting boundaries, telling them what to do, and holding a baby, I'm just like, this is too much. I have to stay inside and take care of the baby. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible, because then the older kids don't get to be kids at all. They end up becoming parents. Baby begins to cry. Here, have it back. I've done that before to my cousin. I was like, I can hold a baby, but I can't cry. I can't hold a crying baby. I was like, here you go. I was saying that that's my style. I might, to be honest. What I might do is I'll put in my FaceTime initially. I'll grab my food. I'll then grab a second wave of food. Because I'm hungry in this scenario. And then I'll sort of like, I'll go to, because we have a little kid area set up in the living room where they can watch a movie and be out of the sun. I'll go in there. I'll sit and watch a movie with the kids. And then I'll just go to the bathroom upstairs and then not come back. Oh, thank you, Lady Magora. That would be lovely. Exactly, Jerry. Exactly. They don't know what to do. They're not equipped. Like a little fairy tale coming in. They'd love that. They really would. Oh my god. That's neglect. To both leave town at the same time, and I guess they were expecting the older kids to look after them, but that's neglect. You assume kids will actually watch a movie. I haven't decided on the movie. The last time we were very lucky with a kid and we put on Finding Nemo and the kid fell asleep to Finding Nemo. Perfect. Brilliant. That's exactly what I want. Because then I get to watch Finding Nemo and the kid is asleep. 2 little whirlwinds. They know me, but I don't see them often. Oh, Jinx. Take a phone call and go, oh no, Bestie's having a real go of it at the moment. That phone call will take a while. I could get Bestie to pick me up, to be fair. Depends how hungover she is from visiting Jinx on Saturday. That was on the list, Jerry. That was on the list, but then I thought it might be too, like, wild. It was my little baby cousin, and she was so sleepy. She fell asleep around the Dory mark when Dory is first introduced. And I sat and watched Finding Nemo with a sleeping child. It was perfect. Perfect situation. They don't bother me. I watch a movie. Great. Christian. Depends if you make it back from Jinx's on Saturday. That spare bed is calling my name. Pre-K kids love it. How about RoboCop, the original one? Spare room is ready for you if need be. I go to Jinx's to cool off from my 42 members of the family. Jerry! How far are we into the focus? Oh god, we're really far into the focus. I don't want to focus, I'm so tired. Grab the goriest one and put that on. Fury? No, Saving Private Ryan. The opening of Saving Private Ryan is probably the goriest one. What's that? There's a series that follows American paratroopers. It has Ross from Friends as the commander. Band of Brothers. That one might come in as goriest as well. We have Band of Brothers. We have a box set. Come here, I'll be the big spoon. Please, Jerry. I'll wear you like a backpack. Focus on mental health with fun. Then don't. It's your stream, your rules. That's true. But then if I skip a sprint, then we're just doing 2 sprints. Wait, Eagle's Dare is a good one. Oh, yeah? I'll put on, what's that show called? The Boys. It's just ended. The Boys. Short shaving Ryan's privates. That, I feel, would hit the parents pretty hard. Kelly's Heroes. Who cares? We missed you. We gotta catch up. That's true. We can have a Kiki. I'm dreading this barbecue, man. I'm on Cosmo duty because, well, I'm not so much on Cosmo duty as I am on make sure the kids don't feed Cosmo the wrong things and make sure the kids don't stand on him. Because there's going to be so many children. There's an episode of Motherland where everyone in the episode says, oh, can you look after the kids? And she keeps saying yes. And she has a breakdown in this man's house and she just says, Kevin, I have so many children. And I feel like that's going to be me. I just have so many children because I'm quieter and I'm also, I also don't drink. And so I will sit in the quiet corner sober and people will be like, oh yeah, we'll leave the kids with her. I'm going to have so many children. So much to do today. Good luck, Jerry. I'm glad that you're busy with commissions, though. BRB, all good, Magora. He's called the insurance company. All good, Pale. Just pepper spray them. I can't pepper spray my little baby cousins. I could pepper spray one of them. One of them I could. Not naming names. It isn't comms. It isn't comms. Is it your life video? I wish it was making money. You're not making money off of this work? What are you doing? I mean, you can. I mean, I have a pepper grinder. I could ask them to stand still with their eyes open and just... It's the best I can do. Or give them some spicy ketchup. I feel like that might make them more hyper. There's one kid I love, and that's because he's got the... He's definitely autistic. He's got the brand of autism that makes you very quiet and loves Minecraft. And I will sit in the corner and talk at him about Minecraft, and he'll enjoy it as much as I will. Watership down. No, Ching. More all of some things and sponsorship drafting and media kits and drafting incentives and designing graphics and shit. Oh my goodness, Jerry. So like a mix between rewards and networking? How do you do sponsorship drafting and media kits? Is that when you approach companies? Or is that when companies approach you? Are you doing another all-a-thon this year? It is the back-end stuff I put off all month. I recently cleared mine, and I was so happy that I cleared it. It made me feel like I'd just cleaned my room. It was beautiful. My head was so clear. Less than a month, but you gotta get the redeems done from the last one. Jerry, no. Well, technically, Jerry, maybe you promised to make things in the last one, and this time you'll promise to release them. Back-end stuff. How did you know about my my latest... This is a Tumblr search, but Tumblr doesn't allow that sort of content anymore, does it? June 19th, 10 AM, 8-hour minimum uncapped. Oh god, Jerry. Dead. Jerry, I had something to tell you before you leave. Jerry, I went to a mental health service today for help with my noggin. She said that I didn't qualify, but she'd like to see me again to finish the assessment, which was like, am I not crazy enough? Anyway, there was a painting on the wall, and the painting had a signature in the bottom right. The signature was KMS. which I know is tech speak for kill myself. I was trying so hard not to laugh. Obviously, it was meant to be the artist's name, but I was sat there in a room talking with a lady about the possibility of killing myself with KMS written on the wall. I was like, this can't be. Someone must have noticed. I would die. I would snort. Oh, I was being very polite. She was a very lovely, lovely woman, and she was very like. She wasn't posh, but she was very, like, well-presented. And because she was well-presented, I was trying to be well-presented. Latest newts means daily for you. No, for real. Are we going to do a watch party this Saturday? If I'm at Jinx's this Saturday, I can't host the watch party. I haven't seen mine in almost 3 weeks. Going insane? No, Jerry, you're not allowed to go insane. You've got to get these redeems done. Get the redeems done, then go into all-a-thon, ultimate redeem, stretch goal, go insane. Be admitted. She also doesn't help. Oh, Jerry, no. Stay the night and I can host it. That's true, James, you can. Insane in the membrane. What a song. Letting me send you my to-do list? Please do. I want to see. I want to see the madness. Where are you? Ah, I see you. She tried to say that I am functional, by the way. This was something that I went through with the therapist today, where she was like, without your physical difficulties, how much would your mental disabilities impact you day to day? And I'm like, well, I can't really answer that because I've got the physical stuff anyway, which plays on the mental stuff. And she was clearly trying to categorize what she could treat and maybe minimize the mental stuff. She told me not to pathologize normal emotions. And I'm like, cool. But I think this is like, I don't think that some of my behavior is normal. That's why I'm at the mental health facility. Functional, heard that before. No, for real. And just because you get to a point of like what you'd call quote unquote functionality, there is such a thing as, functioning alcoholics, functional depressed people. There's such a thing as functioning and suffering at the same time. Normal is lame too. I got told that my heart was dull this Wednesday. I went for my heart scan and it was very intimate. I can now say that a very hairy man has touched me all over my chest. Which was an experience I never thought that I would have. He had lovely warm hands though. And then the lady looked at the results of it and retook a couple of them, and she said it used the clinical speak, which was that it's unremarkable, which means my heart is doing exactly what it should when it should. But then when I was leaving and going out the door, I said, will I see the results on this or that? I can't remember what I asked. And she said, oh, it will be sent to your GP, but don't worry about it. It's very dull indeed. I was like, ow, that's my heart. I wish the hairy man was me. He was really hairy. Functional depression. Yeah. Do you feel that, Jeff? She would state me as functional. Really, Jerry? Now, is that a measurement? I wonder if that's a measurement of earning money. Okay. I don't even know what that first one means. What is a media kit? Do you approach companies for sponsorships? I didn't even know that was a thing. You haven't drafted up the all-a-thon? Oh, for the next one. Okay, I thought you meant for the past one. I was like, what? That's the most streamer thing I've ever seen. Just the word overlay with a question mark. Overlay? Ooh, some of these are really good. But that is a lot to do, Jerry, and that is a lot on top of comms. Yep. Oh, Jeff, I'm so sorry. We're here. We can come stay in the Grippy Socks Hotel together. I've never been to the Grippy Socks Hotel because I think that I would genuinely potentially attack the nurses. I can't bear people watching me or following me. So as soon as they start to like peek in the curtain, even if I'm just reading and they start to peek in the curtain, that book's going out their head. Leave me alone! I had to answer those questions as well. I had to answer like serial killer questions. Did I harm or kill an animal before the age of 15? Was one of the questions on the questionnaire today. I was like, excuse me? Excuse me? I will not go anywhere alone, not even to grocery shop. I cry if someone authoritative speaks to me. Oh, so valid. I cannot be in a room alone with a male I do not know, and I have days where I refuse to get up until the child asks for food. And that, to her, is what she would say is functional. Especially, so there's something in the UK, Jerry, called a PIP form, and there's something that's borne in mind with the PIP form, which is the repeatability of a task and the time frame of a task. And two of the things you say, like you need a whole day to recoup after you've left the house, and also the can't get out of bed. Like, you can get out of bed, but it's not in reasonable time. You know? That would put you in full PIP. We're full trying to get a snack. Do bugs count? Oh, I killed a lot of bugs. My nan used to trap spiders in jars and pull their legs off. As a child. I'm not saying that I was cursed from the start, but what's that? Why was she doing that? I reach out, apply for sponsorships, because I was thinking about that, because I recommend, hashtag not spawn, but I recommend a Hongyang pen and new paper. And I write with paper and pen, and I feel like that's maybe my unique thing on Twitch, because a lot of people are working on laptops. And so I was thinking about reaching out to the companies, maybe. Were these one of the questions for the mental health checkup? Yeah, that was one of the questions today. It was a form that went like, do you have trouble with self-esteem? And then the next question was like, are you going to kill anyone? It was like, oh, wow. It went from 0 to 100 really quick. I know they have to assess you, but it was like, whoa. Just because I don't cry in her sessions. That's what I felt the lady was like today. She said I didn't qualify. And I felt like I didn't qualify based on how put together I was. Because I'm not crying, I'm not actively upset, and I'm not... It's a personality disorder specialist, and I've been referred by a NHS therapist. I didn't agree with her. I don't know if I have a personality disorder, but initially I said I didn't, and now they appear to be saying that I don't. I certainly have symptoms, and I certainly have poor mental health, but whether that's within the parameters of personality disorder, I don't know. And so I think because I was talking so plainly, and I was also saying things evenly, like saying, you know, this person I do get on with, this person I don't get on with, but I'm not like, they're against me. I think that's like, I didn't meet the criteria of that very little box that they put people with personality disorders in, as if one shoe fits all. Literally, Jerry, if you can pick up the phone, you're functional. Hashtag shudder, it's a pound sign, you grumpy old man. You are a grumpy old man, but you're my grumpy old man. I've never been feeling like I'm missing out. Go for it, Jinx. There's talking spaces, which tends to direct you towards group therapy. I found that quite useful, because it was really nice to know that I wasn't alone. And then I've gone to the complex needs service, which is to do with personality disorders. You can also get a NHS referral to a 12-week therapy course based on a diagnosis, which I've had for my OCD. So there are options out there for you. Question 1 was when the orgy ended. Question 2, last night. Orgy group therapy for nymphomaniacs. Hey, my assessor today was an older lady. She wasn't my type, but she was an older lady. She was so nice. It's a random unofficial therapist. You end up with the therapist in tears, just like, I don't find it so hard. And you're like, and how does that make you feel? Favorite kind of flared base. One that has no chance of getting lost, so that you don't end up in A&E. That's the best kind. That is the best kind. I stand by that. Ribbed, got it. You, me, scene. I'm gonna be so tired this weekend. What's the weather forecast saying? Every time I check the weather forecast, it's gotten hotter. Which I don't mind, but I'm a sweaty gal. I'm a sweaty, sweaty gal. Highs of 33! The last time I checked, it was only 30! It's gonna be like 36, isn't it? It's gonna be horrific. Sunday, 31. Oh, Monday's gonna be... Bank holiday Monday is gonna be sweltering. Okay, 30... Okay, about 4 p.m. Oh, brilliant! 2 hours after everyone arrives, when the food is all cooked and hot, and when the children are all sticky and covered in rubbish, it's gonna be at its hottest. Oh, brilliant. Goody goody. A&E, is that the ER? Yes, it is, Jeff. It's accident and emergency in the UK, and it has a bit of a reputation for people abusing it, because the NHS is free, and so people go to A&E if they have the sniffles, and it just gets in the way of some poor person with heart failure who's actually gone to A&E because they need it. Well, time for me to move. This is, yeah, we were on our little break time. I mean, oh, you mean to get to A&E? Do it. It's great if you're dying. I've been seen as an emergency twice in A&E in my life. One was when I slipped a couple of discs and they had to check me for cauda equina. And they put me through within 5 minutes. It was very, is your heart beating? Yes. Are you breathing? Yes. You can wait 5 minutes. And then they checked my back. And the other one was for the dehydration episode. And I was seen within 2 minutes because I had a very weird heart. Hate A&E, love the service, but hate going there. Well, usually, here's the thing. If you get to A&E... Well, here's the thing. Most people who go to A&E as an actual emergency don't remember going to A&E because you're seen so quickly. You're just like, bam, you're through. But A&E for people with medium level things sucks because you get stuck behind a bunch of people and you can be there for 12 hours just waiting to be seen. And so you have a medium level something that you're not comfortable going home with, but is not going to immediately kill you, and you get stuck there forever. My uncle, he had symptoms of a heart attack. He was sweating all over, his left arm felt funny, chest pain, the whole lot. But because he wasn't like having an active heart attack, as in his heart wasn't stopping, he wasn't in cardiac arrest. He was in there for 8 hours. Oh, gotta look around. Yeah, I would. That's horrific. Is the car, like, older? Why is that so high up? That's... Let me get my super exciting thing here. I'm a scientist. 385 divided by 281. That is 2.4 times more expensive. Technically 2.43772241991288256227, and then it repeats. It's a reoccurring number. It's like pi. Hi from Candy. Hi, Jinx! Oh, I just directly said hi, Jinx. Hi, Candy! Car is 2 years younger. I guess it's just a high-risk car? But to be to the tune of 2.4 times the amount more... That's a lot. For a head wound, I left and I had an EMT friend glue my wound shut. You were tired of waiting. You said, that's it, I'm going home. I can't do GG Newts. I'm so tired, Fail. I'm so tired. I've gone from, because the bile acid malabsorption really limited me for a long time. Up until this February, when I first went on the meds, I was leaving the house for a short dog walk twice a week. Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'd just go out with the dog for a small walk. And I've been building that up to 3 days, and I've gone back to work, which is great. But this week, with appointment Monday, all of my maintenance tasks Tuesday, the cardiology scan Wednesday, the mental health appointment and the blood test today, and I've walked to all of the appointments. I'm so tired. Yep, fair enough, Jeb. The cheapest underwriter, the rest was in the 2K region? Are you kidding? That can't be worth it. Would you ever not insure a car? Scam or scan? Could be either. I hope it wasn't. I let that man all over me. He knew me in ways I didn't want to be known. He was nice though. He was very... you wear an open-fronted gown for it, naturally, because they've got to get to your chest. But he was very nice, and he kept correcting the open-fronted gown. But there was one time where he just caught my nip. Just caught the nipple. And I jumped out of my skin. But he was trying to cover me up. He was nice. Can you let this man all over you, Newt? Yes, I can. Provided you have really hairy arms. I think that's why his hands were so warm. It was kind of nice. There was sort of that initial awkwardness where you're in the appointment, but then I was laying on my side in this dark room, and he was leaning over me, and he was nice and warm, and I thought, you know, I could have a nap. It was quite nice. I don't want to have this barbecue, guys. Guys, don't make me go to the barbecue. 2 hours in as well is when the kids are going to be like hyper. It's going up to 20 degrees at 9 AM and then up to 30 degrees at 4 PM. The day just gets hotter and hotter and hotter. Full sun the whole time. No breeze. It's 2 miles an hour. I'm gonna get my sunglasses and my Factor freaking 200 on. And I'm gonna sit in my room anyway. Little knit play sounds nice. It was a nice little sparkle to the examination. It was very like, you know, oh, just, you know, something to keep me awake. I wouldn't want to pull a plaster off it, that's for sure. I'm gonna melt, and there's gonna be kids. And there's just, I know I shouldn't have such a problem with kids, but I like my personal space, and when it's hot, I get overwhelmed very quickly, and there's only one thing worse than having that, and that's having that with children around. Especially if they're like poking you or touching you or being all like, hey, can you do this or get that, or can you hold me, or can you pick me up, or can you do this, or can I have a tissue for my face? And it's like, ah! Operate the grill, that's true, but I feel like it's going to be like that. It's going to be split into the sexes. Because there's 3 zones. There's the grill zone, then there's the seating area, which is going to be under a gazebo. My parents bought a gazebo. Who do they think they are? And then there's going to be the indoor area, which we plan to have the kids in because it's out of the sun. And there's a little picnic blanket in there. Naturally, because it's out of the sun and it's a bit quieter, I will gravitate towards the children's area anyway. And then I think the children will slowly start to join me. It's happened before. I think children also perceive me as quite safe because I'm a lady, but I don't know what I'm doing. No problem having an issue with kids. Sticking with the cattle prog and won't be an issue afterwards, for real. Celebrates an American, central air is normal. Ooh, we don't have that, Jeff. We have opened the windows and doors on one side of the house that doesn't have the sun on it, and then do the other side. But it's going to be midday and we're going to have everything open. It's going to be so hot. We're going to get those, because there's so many people that we can't really keep track of everything or cater to everyone individually. Otherwise we'd just become a waitress. we're going to get those buckets and fill them with icy water and then put all the drinks in there so people can pick out their own drinks. Not very COVID safe, but that is the done thing. So we're going to do that, and you might just see me sat in the bucket with the drinks. It's going to be lovely. Would it also be weird if I bought a kid's paddling pool and sat in it? I'll pretend it's for the dog. Pick you up and drive you around for a bit, please do. Just 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. But also, it's because we're the hosts. We're the host house. And I know that there's going to be stuff put on me. And it's just going to be like, can you lift this? Can you do this? Can you sort this out real quick? Can you organise this? I'm going to be so overwhelmed. By the time people arrive, I'll just want to go upstairs. It's high voltage. I mean, high noon. It's high noon. And then it's like, oh, you wanted a napkin? No worries. I got you. It's just, kids also just have that state of like, they're not very like aware. Like if they need a napkin for their hands, they come over and they wipe their hands on you. And then they'll go, I need a napkin. It's like, well, great, now so do I. That's what bothers me. If they could come over, quietly state that they need a napkin, perfect. But they have that kid logic. They just can't do it. I think I will love my own children when I have them. And I will struggle with other people's kids. I think that's very much my cousin. My cousin's very much... Well, I think she just gets frustrated with the lack of parenting. The wet flannels at the nursery. It's going to be interesting. But I'm on Cosy Watch. I'm on Cosy Boy Watch. Which should be fairly easy. He will be picking at people. He will be begging at people. He will... If a child holds their plate too low, that's it. It's gone. There's no chance for that. But I don't anticipate that he'll be any trouble. Nunu, such terrible shame. Your own illness has caused you to be in terrible pain. You've had to retreat to your room the majority of the time. I've had to convalesce in the coolest, darkest, and most isolated room of the house. Oh no. I'm gonna have to read a book. What a shame. Literally, Jinx, that's what I have trouble with. I'm like, could you not have just told me a few minutes earlier and we could have dealt with it together? It's exhausting being a good parent. I feel that for my cousin. Her child he's neurodiverse. His mission in life now is to find new and inventive ways to try and kill himself. For the thrill of it. Just run in front of a car, ooh, throw himself down the stairs. And so he's going to have to be watched like a hawk because he's just going to run at the barbecue. He's going to run at Cosmo. He's going to run into the walls. He's going to faceplant a few times. He's that kind of kid. I mean, there's 42 people. One of them surely will spot the kid diving headfirst into the coals. Surely. Give him a fork and say where the electrical socket is, Christian. No! Taking every opportunity to use as a teachable moment. For real, though. If you were to just let him out, or just leave him alone and not parent him at all, he'd be thrilled, but also dead. Like, I think he functions upon the assumption that someone is going to pay attention to him and save him. Lay down in bed and skip the rest of the day, but it's 8:20 PM, too early. We're at 7:20, so you can go by our time if you want. I'm pretty sleepy. I bussed halfway and walked to the mental health appointment, then came home and walked back to the GP to have the bloods taken, and then walked back. And then I was completely overheated and fed up by that point. And I went and had a shower. And after the shower, I was like, oh, I feel quite energized. I should be all right for stream, which I am. But I sat on the bed for a few minutes, and that was my mistake. You know when you sit on a bed just wrapped in a towel after a shower, and your head slowly starts to dip because you're falling asleep? I had one of those moments. Sleep is okay when it's needed. Absolutely, but it's too early. You think you're going to be up too early? I'm usually up at 5. Jeff, why? What is wrong with you? 5 PM maybe, but 5 AM? Ew. Is it capitalism? Does capitalism wake you up? You gotta earn the $100. It's a really long list, oh Jeff. Oh god. I'm gonna text you updates from this barbecue. 42 people. 42 people. 42 people. 42 people plus the 3 people who are here and a dog. What if someone brings their own dog? There's 2 sausage dogs on one side of the family. It's been known to happen. I feel a bit sorry for Cosmo. Cosmo is an introvert. When we used to have big parties here, he used to stay for about an hour. You had me a sausage. Happy. He used to stay for about an hour and then he used to walk himself upstairs and lay on my parents' double bed. And it used to be like, we'd say, where's Cosmo? And we'd know he was upstairs, but you'd go up and he'd be sat alone in the centre of the bed, relaxed. And all those people downstairs, but he'd gone upstairs just for a bit of peace. I think he's going to find it very overwhelming. Yes, we have a bank holiday Monday, and it is going to be 32 degrees, full sun. I don't know why we have it. Why do we have a bank holiday? We had a couple this May, didn't we? One of them was for May Day, though. Oh, it's the spring bank holiday. We had an early May bank holiday and a spring bank holiday. What does that mean? Is that to do with schools? Banking on warmth this bank holiday? Yes, I am, Met Office, because you've told me it's going to be warm. I think I'm going to die. Not to be dramatic, but I think I'm going to perish. There's just something Christian the last 2 days. My crotch goblins are already out of school. I call them crotch goblins, Jeff. Poor babies. Poor babies. They're just little babies. I don't know when... Oh no, because you have half term, don't you? I don't remember how school works, because I didn't attend conventional school. But I know there's half terms and a summer holiday. Half terms, summer holiday, then winter holiday for Christmas. All the time off in the world. Lucky kids. I should go into focus mode. It's the last focus. I really don't wanna. I just wanna sleep. I just wanna sleep. Yes, Jeff. Farm equipment, unhired hands, progeny. The legacy. Your legacy is already out of school. Focus in this economy? In this economy? In this economy with 42 people heading towards storming this house? And it's I call it a mid-sized garden. It's not one of those little ones that can only fit a couple of people, but it's also not like acres. We have a little mid-sized garden. We can fit about 20 of them in the garden. 20 of them in the garden, 20 of them in the house. The handle on my bedroom is broken as well. The handle on my bedroom, the spring has broken in the handle, which means people could have access to my room, and I don't like that. I want them to stay away. Would it be rude to put a sign on my door and just be like, you need to change your child's nappy, please don't do it on my bed? I kind of do, Jeff. I kind of do, not gonna lie. A deadbolt? I could, but I can only do that from the inside. I just put ink all over my fingers. What is wrong with me? I have inky fingies. As a deadbolt, there are child-safe things you can get. I was looking it up online. You can also just get a door handle that locks. You can get a door handle that locks anyway, but they tend to be door knobs, and they wouldn't match the rest of the door handles in the house, which apparently is a deal breaker for my mother. Not that, you know, she's particularly house proud, But the door handles must match. She must have symmetry. Make your room an absolute mess. I thought about maybe putting like, because there's my book cabinet and then there's a Kallax unit from IKEA that has the door in the middle, and I could just tape it. Who's going to take down a bunch of tape? They would look at the tape, they would say, oh, it's been taped. I'll go use a different room. Polishing the old knobs, eh? I was going to say it would be nice if I did have a doorknob now, because the way the handle's broken, it's gone flaccid. I could say that my doorknob's gone flaccid, but I can't, because it's not a doorknob, it's a door handle. You can get ones that just lock. Ad starts in a minute. Go away, ads. Boo. It was like I was trying to scare it. It was the worst ghost ever. Boo. Locking door handles indoors. Privacy handle. Steady, Fanny. Privacy locks. Push button or turn button. Sash locks. Keyed entry. Bathroom thumb turn and release. Installation and considerations. I would have to drill a new hole if there was a lock that didn't just involve the regular bolt. Which I'm not against. I can drill a new hole, but probably not before the weekend because I can't be arsed. Why put a rubber band on a doorknob when you're alone? What is a monkey latch? What is this? These are words I didn't even know. I don't think I'll get one with a lock. I may get a lock, but I wouldn't get a handle with a lock, I don't think. Because this is all very complicated. £28! £29! £34! What? Holy cannoli. Apparently door handles are spenny. Sad door handle needs some excitement. It really does. It's the spring in the middle of it that's broken. And there's the spare bedroom, which is my brother's room before he moved out. And I was thinking of just stealing the spring from his. My brother can be flaccid. He's turning 30. Never use a rubber when alone. Right? What's the point? £30 isn't bad for privacy. That's true. It's not bad for privacy. I'd have to drill another hole in the other side, though. Door monkey childproof door lock and pinch guard for doorknobs and lever handles. Easy to install, no tools or tape required. Baby safety door lock for kids. Very portable, great for dogs and cats. What? Oh, okay. It's a hook that stops. That is a plastic hook for £25. How do I lock my door with a fork? I didn't even know you could lock your door with a fork. How to lock a door with a sock? Grab a thick, clean winter sock. Oh, it has to be a winter sock. Roll it up tightly into a sturdy ball or wedge shape. Open the door and place the rolled sock flat on the floor at the base of the door, right against the gap. Close the door tightly over the sock. The compressed fabric creates heavy friction, making it difficult to push the door open from the outside. I guess that would send a message that you don't want people in there, because it would be hard to open, but it wouldn't stop people from getting in there. Oh, Lord help me now. How dare I'm 33? Not flattered and almost a decade older than pale. Oh, Jeff. Home Alone and put something going. I have a can of paint. I'm just afraid because I think I'm seen as very friendly, and because I'm the baby of the family, I'm sort of very agreeable and I'm a lady, so I shouldn't mind anything. And it has been known before that people have just put their children to bed in my bed. And I'm like, excuse me. Excuse me. Or people like changing nappies in my bed. I'm like, I did not consent to this. A teardrop latch. What is that? Teardrop sliding latch and... Oh, this is an internal one. Privacy door. I think you should have those if you travel. Does stuffing a towel under the door work for what? To stop people from sticking a hanger under your door and open the accessible handle. I think that's for front doors. Though why you would have a hole at the bottom of your front door, I don't know. What's the washcloth trick? What is this? Do I use a sock or do I spend £30 to buy a door handle that locks and give myself the additional job of drilling a hole in the wall? Why can't they make one that just locks? Bedroom door handle with lock and key. Okay, they do make ones that don't have an extra bolt. They just use the one. But they are usually the ones with the little turn things on them, so you can unlock them from the outside. I'd want one with a key. Do you have a bookshelf, Newt? I do! Use a sock or do I spend Newt, also many men when they when they get to that sort of Ann Summers age. What door locks the... I could just get a door stop and then I could put it... Let me get a door stop. Because if you put a door stop, pretty much when you're about to close your door, if you wedge a door stop in the back of it, so that when someone tries to open it, that it's immediately wedged. But you know it's there, so you can open the door, snake your hand around, and get rid of the door stop. That's good enough. I had a door stop. I had a wooden one. It's probably in my brother's room. That's not my brother's room. He just uses it as a storage facility. Oh my god. £33. Bifold door magnetic latch pack. What? Door wedge. That's what I'm looking for. Grey thermoplastic polyvinyl chloride door wedge. Still £5. I bought a nice wooden artisanal one from, well, like one of those fairs that you come across in the UK every now and then. Caesar State backs off immediately with the I don't want any part of that, and the only thing that touches my bed is all of my books. That works. That works very well. Door stoppers. Weighted animal door stops. I don't need it to be a weighted animal Dunelm. Not everything needs to be stylish. Dunelm. Rubber doorstop, pack of 8. Don't you buy doorstops out of necessity rather than wanting to collect them? Heavy duty doorstop wedge made of premium quality zinc. £15. I didn't even know there was a premium quality zinc. Floor stoppers. Stainless steel doorstop mounted half moon wall protector with blues for hardboard glass. What is stopping companies really just calling it a doorstop? Doorstop. £2. Here you go. Yeah, there'll be something I can get. I'll try and find that doorstop in my brother's room. That would do it. If I was the only one that knew the doorstop was there. And also, crime scene investigation, I would also know if anyone's been in there because the doorstop would have been kicked aside. Find a construction site, get a wedge for free. True, Jeff, true. Doorstop, stop stores. What else do you want? It is what it is. I want a website that has that. I want a website, call it Simplify, like Shopify. Simplify, and you just have a product. Like this is not a Casio scientific CL Class Wiz FX83 GTX edition number 10 calculator. It's a calculator. You know? That's all I need to know. Purchase. Like run seal, exactly. That's exactly what it says on the package. Oh my god, the next range is insane. Brown Hamish the Highland Cow. Monochrome two-tone plat textured door stump. Natural Louis the Labradoodle. It's cute, but I mean really. With the state the world is in. There are so many different animal variations. If I got some... Oh, that one's cute. The Highland Cow is quite cute. If I got some lentils, I could make my own doorstop. I'd just make a bag of lentils. Done. Solved. It might be weird, but I'm gonna put the doorstop underneath the door, and then I'm gonna put some tape on the door handle because it is broken, so I would need to tape it up for it to stay shut. And then I'm gonna put some more tape between the bookcase and my Kallax unit. And if anyone questions, why do you have tape there? I'll say, why were you in my room, you creep? No, I wouldn't. They're my family. I would just say, oh, you know, things are broken. And that would be fine. That will keep people out. Because if you saw all of that, there's so many signals saying, don't open the door. And you still walked in, that's on you. And you didn't use the other 2 rooms that are vacant. And the one room that doesn't even have a person in it. I think that's what I'll do. I'll tape up the thing and I'll say, door handle broken, which is true. Please don't try to open. Because it gets stuck. Maybe that's the blessing in disguise here. Maybe the door handle breaking has given me the perfect excuse to tell people to not go in my room. That being said, if Cosmo does come upstairs, he gets to come in the room. Is that bad? Is that bad? I don't prioritise the little cousin's babies, but I'll bring the dog in the room. He's my bestie. I love him. He's quiet. He keeps to himself. He doesn't smell that bad. That bad. He doesn't smell that bad. And he's just a chill guy. And he needs a break too. He's probably going to try and get up the stairs and I'm going to have to stop him because his legs don't work. He doesn't see a problem with trying to get up the stairs when his legs don't work. He'll think, if I fall, Newt will catch me because I'm always there. Nine minutes left on focus. Do I want to get into this story? At least we have all the notes together. I don't want to make an obsidian file on this because there's no point, because the story's going to be short as anything. Why don't I set myself... I'll get a new piece of paper, because that shows that I've done some work when I really just haven't. Just going to bullshit my way through this. I will set myself a word count target for this. There's a lot to cover. So we start... I think we start here, and then we have flashbacks to the Mars base and flashback to what led them there, and then the story continuing on from that. So I think I'll do 4 parts of 1,000 words and end it at 4,000 words. Because I've got to keep it fairly concise because I've got so many other projects to get on with. And we are now on the second to last Thursday of the month. Yeah, we are. The last Thursday is the 28th. Oh, Friday the 29th. I might get paid early this month. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I yes. How many days in June? 30 days in June. Is it just me or are the months falling really conveniently this year? There was that perfect February that went from Monday to Sunday. Happening in November. Ooh, my birthday's on a Monday. What am I gonna do other than cry because I'm getting older and I'm not where I wanted to be in life? I'd split it into 4 rough parts. So I would do the initial premise, scene set. Scene set and initial premise. So that would be introduce the main character, introduce why they're there, introduce what happened, and then do the Mars base story and the character expansion, because with 4,000 words there's not a lot of space to get to know the characters. So I'm going to have to make them really recognizable. The 03 investigation and discovery of the was it a bacteria? Yeah, it was bacteria. The main character fighting. And then I might do like a 500 word epilogue or something. Keeping it to 4,000 words is going to be really difficult, but it has to be this way. It must be this way. Because there's just, I have many other things to be getting on with. And, I mean, it used to be a prompt a week. Can you imagine? But with the prompt a month now, there's space for a short story, but it has to be kept short. This could quite easily become a massive story, but I'm not into sci-fi enough to make it a huge story. My Fables books are 12,000 words each, because that is such a labour of love. I read through it, I reread it, I do all of that over and over again. This will almost be like a short story draft. Don't know where I'm going to put it. Usually I'd put it on Vocal, but I'm taking a bit of a step back from Vocal, because they've let so much AI on their system that it's really disappointing. I don't want to be flooded out by AI or even keep company with generative AI on a creative writing platform. Why they allowed it, I don't know. So I'm thinking of setting up, there's two things I want to set up. I want to set up a Ko-fi for the free bookmark downloads, because it's much easier to do on Ko-fi than Fourth Wall. I may migrate all of my merch over to Ko-fi, we'll see. That way I'd be more involved in the merch making process. And then I wanted to make a Substack, which will be free, I think. At least mostly free. I don't think there's anything that I can think I would put behind a paywall. But then again, I never thought that I'd sell copies of the Fables either. So never say never. But I was going to use Ko-fi and Substack to have an internet presence without having a website, and a place where I can put things up for free that people can have. But obviously that's going to take time. Time and energy, which I do not have, at least this week. We'll see what happens in the coming weeks. I'd really like to get into making things myself. Spoiler, not spoiler. I'd like to get into bookbinding and printing out my own photography prints so that I can ensure their quality, and also that it doesn't have that many air miles on it. Because at the moment, like if I wanted to do a merch giveaway, I've got to get the merch from all these different facilities, all brought over to me and then sent out wherever they need to go. And it would be better if they all just originated from me. Something that's been on my mind. There is a mosquito. Get. I don't know my mic. Don't go near the mic. There's a mosquito near the mic. I don't know what it's picking up. I think think I got it. But I can't see it. Ugh. Freaky little bugs. But yeah, I've been thinking about that at the moment. There's so much stuff I want to do. And I recently launched That Right Woman YouTube channel. I had a YouTube channel where I uploaded a video of me reading through one of my poetry things, but then I think I deleted it and completely backed out like a coward. And now I'm going to be posting some more read-throughs, which is fun. You killed an animal, time to call the shrink. That's what I'm saying! Did you ever harm or kill an animal before the age of 15? I was so tempted to just put, before the age of 15 was small fry, just bugs. After the age of 15, I killed every dog in the neighborhood. It was just such a full-on question that I wasn't expecting. The question before it was about self-esteem. It went so quick. People have to be assessed, though. I get it. I get why they have to do it, but, like, wow. It was an SPQ-15. I've taken a few of them, but that is the first one I've taken for personality disorder, and it was definitely the most intense. I think this is a good plan. Whether I can keep this to 1,000 words each, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Because this will be next week that I'm writing it. I don't think that I can write 4,000 words in one sitting, but if we do the full 6 sprints, I'll get a good way towards that. I think, anyway. Thank you for telling me that the sprints are over, but I've done nothing for the other 2 sprints. Turns out we're doing 1 sprint today. Not true. I wrote this. I wrote this today. That's something that I've written. I think that's reasonable for the story and the premise, and also how excited I am about it. It's not like the Community story where it's making me want to write for hours and hours and hours. It's a little bit more like a writing exercise because it's sci-fi. So I'm happy with that for our prompt of Airlock. I do enjoy sci-fi though, but I think I'm more of a reader than a writer, and I think that's because of all of the intricacies involved. And also just people on the internet. As soon as you get like one thing wrong, or you sort of mumble your way through some fake science, they're like, actually, space doesn't work like that. And I'm like, well, it works like that for my story, leave me alone. You can at least sort of go your way in fantasy stories and just be like, well, it's magic. Look at that. What a job well done. 1 paragraph today. It's been really nice to catch up with everyone, though. I think I've enjoyed that very much, because I've missed you this week. What did we miss this week? We missed the Minecraft, and then we missed the... Don't look now, Lady Magora. And then we missed the... Wednesday stream as well. I put a video up for that though. Now here we are having a half stream. Gasps in Dutch. Big norms, big norms. I'm onto my 2nd packet now. I'm making good progress. Ow. They're so good. They're so good. Half of my tongue is numb though. I don't know what that means. Does anyone know what that means? I don't know what it means. I'm so tired of medical stuff though, I'm kind of just ignoring it. Get them to yourself, I hope. I have. I really have. I think I've not even given away 1. I still need to bake the cake though. I was going to go around Jinx to bake the cake because I don't have an oven. Good, and the cake I haven't baked yet. It's still in the box. I was going to go around to Jinx's. We're going to do a whole cooking segment. Cooking with Newt and Jinx. He'd be like Mary Berry and I'd be like Fanny Craddock. Or Julia Child. Make sure to keep a few for the cake. No, it's going to be too late by then. No, I will. I'll keep a few aside for the cake. Who's messaging me? Who wants me? Samsung? Who's he? Sam sung? What did he sing? Slow charging. No, it isn't. Don't lie to me. Jinx's kitchen? Oh, that would be such a vibe. Hey, yo, Sammy, do we need to clap hands? Hey, yo, Sammy, stop harassing me. I give Sammy a bad name. You give Sammy a bad name. Bad name. Alright, I should probably head out. This has been such a short stream. How long has it been? Oh no, it's still in 2 hours. It's still 2/3 of what I usually do. How do you get Duo on your name? I see that. Gamer Duo. Sub to a streamer and got 3 months of free Super Duolingo. Good for you, Christian. Learn that language. What are you going to learn? English? I have no idea. He's just there. So we got a podcast and a cooking stream? Yes. I mean, it doesn't have to be a stream. It can be a cooking video. We could make a cooking video. No moron. Why not? A little bit of English. The Stroop waffles are so good. I'm gonna go into a little Stroop waffle induced coma. Who is streaming? Who shall we raid? If I'm going straight to sleep, shall we not raid? Because I might be going straight to sleep. But shout out to the Writers Troupe and to Pasta Girl and to Proficient and Nerdarine and Archaist. Shout out to those guys. Those guys are live. But I'm not going to raid out to any of them because I'm just going to go to bed. I'm honestly just going to go to bed. The sun is still up and I'm just going to go to bed. Oh, also, did I show you all? This is what Jinx got me. Hang on, I gotta switch back to my camera. Does anyone here know much about Pokemon cards? I was too busy laughing. No, for real. That's what's gonna happen. I've been able to speak the English language since I was 8. I thought we were speaking Japanese here. He's learning to speak moron. I thought you were calling me a moron. I just accepted it. Pokemon, look at what Jinx got me. Jinx set these aside for me. We're gonna open them on stream. They're really cool. There's an original Jungle booster. Jungle! Oh my god, right? Open. Not now. We can't do it now, my youth. And then the Jungle Water Blast theme deck. Ta-da! We're gonna do a little Pokemon stream. And I can't believe Jinx lives next to a shop that has Pokemon cards. And I'm not okay with that because I need that shop. Jesus, I feel so old now. Accept it. Be old. We shall be old together. I'm a whole 28 this year. Pat's back there. There, buddy. There, buddy. I can't believe I'm the baby of my own stream. Does that show how mature I am? Or how immature I am? How am I the baby here? Come back when turning 39. How is that 39 crisis going? I had a crisis when I turned 26, but that's because I went from, like, the good side of 20s to the bad side of 20s. I was like, well, I'm over the halfway mark now. And I didn't like that. Still crying mostly in a corner. Have you matured, though? Do you consider yourself to be a confident and trustworthy adult now? I don't. Reading ice cream while showering vibe. Well, I mean, you could have a tub of ice cream. And then, no, because the shower water would get in it. Mature, funny. I'm thinking like having ice cream in the bath, and you could put the tub of ice cream in the water and it would melt. Then you would have a milkshake in the bath. I'm 29 this year. Ooh, Jinx, how's that crisis going? If you're anything like my cousins, you'll turn 29 and then you'll very quickly get married and then very quickly have children. Not necessarily in that order. just bosh bosh as soon as they turn 30. Me and my brother have always been slower than that, though. I don't know if it's just because of our psychology or the house we were raised in, but we're not thinking about kids till our, like, mid-30s. Getting married? Ha, funny. Getting hitched? Getting in a committed relationship? What do we want to do with our time? I'm going to be getting more Pokemon cards. Having kids? Ha, funny. Lady Megora, you are going to be the only person in this chat that I can fully rule that out for. Having the sex stuff? Ha, funny. SEKS, yeah. My back feels like it's double my age. I think it's done double the work of someone your age, for sure. I do not think that is unusual because of how much work you put that back through. Those vertebrae have gone to verta-work. What's going on outside? Oh, that explains why my nose is running. Someone has started a bonfire. 1 second. My nose! Kids are on the cards, but if it doesn't happen, well, that's that. That's how I feel. I'm very like, if I don't have kids, then that's not the end of the world. If I can't have kids naturally, then I would adopt. If it's not on the cards to adopt, as in like financially or something would get in the way, then that's fine too. It's also just okay. Chanting to the old gods, yes, Lady Megora! They're gonna vertebrate. How dare you be that funny and witty? Get out. And yes to the bonfire. Or toasty marshmallows. There's alcohol, I'll happily join. We can provide mead. Mead works, we can provide mead. No, it's just suddenly like, I wasn't like sniffing the air, or I didn't think that was anything wrong with the air, but my nose was just like, I'm gonna hurt. I think my sense of smell isn't what it used to be since COVID. I think that's something a lot of people have. Grab the mead! I would like to try blackberry and apple mead, which would just be like the sweetest thing. But I want to try it. Blackberry and apple jam is my jam. That makes me very happy. Battery RO3. I'm so tired. I'm reading the back of the calculator. Right, I need to go. I need to go. I'm gonna go straight to bed. I'm gonna lay down and dream of mead and dancing around the bonfire. Thank you very much for joining me today. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for all coming back and being so lovely. It's been lovely to catch up with you all and see you all and, you know, get those focused writing sprints in. Some alcohol drinks. Absolutely, Lady Megora. We can do that while you're over here. Yes, thank yous. The chatting, for lurking, for being here, for absolutely everything in between. Thank you for those who have the rolling subscriptions for when I have to cancel streams. They are incredible support. Thank you so much for those. Have a good one. You too, Christian. Oh, Black Iris, thank you for being here and for staying around. And I wish you the best of luck with your world building. That sounds like a big task. Bye-bye. Bye, Lady Megora. Done deal, absolutely. I hope you all have a lovely evening, and I'll see you tomorrow for some crafting. Before then, there'll be Discord Writing Club, but then I shall be crafting. Oh, I'll be doing the Avatar The Last Airbender cross-stitch patch on my trousers. That's what I'll be doing. Bye, everybody. Bye, Jeff. Thanks as always, Newt. Night, sweet dreams, you beautiful people. You're all amazing. Agreed, Jinx. And on that note, I shall say goodbye.